Hi, this is David, and I just wanted to show you guys some geometric constructions. This one in particular, I'm super excited about. This one is definitely my favorite. It is the construction of an equilateral triangle. The reason it's my favorite is that there are so many other lessons if you can construct the equilateral triangle. Not only will we construct the equilateral triangle today, but we'll do an isosceles triangle, a rhombus, and also a kite. So we'll start off with the basic construction, and then I will walk you through uh, what all we can see with this construction. So basically the construction just goes like this. You start off with a given segment, and it has a given length, and basically you just make a circle, or you're going to make two circles. One circle from this point, uh, from one of the points, and then you're going to construct a second circle from the other point with the same radius. So the beautiful thing about this construction is that yes, we have created an equilateral triangle, and that's all well and good. But there are so many other things that you can see from this as well. Uh, so, for example, instead of having it be an isosceles triangle, we could have connected the two intersections of the circles, and that would have been our perpendicular bisector. Okay, and since that's a bisector, then we really just created a midpoint. So with this one construction of an equilateral triangle, it's also the same construction as your perpendicular bisector or your midpoint. Another beautiful thing about this proof is that if I put a point on this perpendicular bisector, and then I connect these points here, let's say, I accidentally labeled all of them. There we go. So this is your isosceles triangle. It's going to be isosceles no matter where it sits on this perpendicular bisector. All right. So I'm going to back up a couple of steps. I'll just push Control Z, and uh, we are going to construct a rhombus with this same exact. I'm going to kind of hide the perpendicular bisector there. So now we can construct a rhombus if we just connect the 4 points there. I'll hide that segment now, and now you can pretty much see the rhombus. If you want to put congruent marks after you've constructed the rhombus, it's pretty easy to do that with Geometer's Sketchpad. You just pick up the marker tool and mark each segment. And backing up a little bit, we can, the very last thing that we'll do is I'll get to a point where I have my perpendicular bisector again, and if I place a point on that perpendicular bisector and then connect that point with these other 3 points here, I have just created a kite. So there's a kite, and the reason it's a kite is because it has two consecutive sides that are congruent. Two pairs of consecutive sides are congruent. So I'll click twice to have 2 marks on this and 2 marks on that. So there's your kite. All right. To make it a little bit prettier, maybe I'll hide the perpendicular bisector there. You can still see that it's a kite. And the thing that I do like about this is that you can still see that the kite's diagonals are perpendicular, and that's one of the properties that we'll learn about later in the year. So there you have it. You see this little hidden object over here. So I'm going to kind of click through the buttons that I've already made for this, and we'll see if this is even beneficial. It may not be beneficial at this point to show it all to you, because I think I did a pretty good job of kind of explaining my way through the first time. So, oh, I forgot one. See, there's so much in this proof that it's easy to forget. So, anyway, if you have this segment, basically any other segment on the circle would be a copied segment. So that's one of the things that I had actually forgotten to mention. So it is uh, so any of these segments is a copied segment. So the equilateral triangle construction will copy a segment for you. All right. It will do the perpendicular bisector for you. It will find a midpoint for you. Okay. It will do, of course, the equilateral triangle, the isosceles triangle, and remember that this intersection point here has to be sitting on the perpendicular bisector. The kite, oh, sorry, hit the wrong button. Okay, kite, there we go. And then finally, the rhombus. And if I wanted to color these all purple, you would kind of see that you would see the rhombus. Well, I guess it would just be pretty. So there we go. So I love the construction of the equilateral triangle, just because it is loaded with information. And then, so going through that information and really digesting it and understanding what you've just created is a beautiful thing. In the next video, I will show you how to create tools as teachers so that you can quickly make rhombuses and equilateral triangles, whatever kind of shape you really want to make. That's up ahead. So anyhow, let me know how the video went for you. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks a lot.